Hello, beautiful people. I am new here. This is my first video ever, and I'm doing it purely to help people who has some health issues. And the one I'm gonna talk about today is Lichen planus, is the skin condition. Probably not most of people heard about, but those who have any skin conditions, or they think that they have this specific one, they might be interested to hear my story. So I'm not 100% sure that this is the condition, but that I had. But I was told by two separate doctors who looked at it and diagnosed it just by looking at it, and those were skin specialists I went to see here in Lithuania, where I'm from. And I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying my story and hoping that it will help someone in this universe. Maybe. I hope so. So I actually can't even remember when it really started, because it was years ago, definitely more than 2 years ago. I started having rash. Actually, even before that, I used to have some random rashes on my hand, on my arm, and it would just disappear naturally after a few weeks or something like that. It would be itchy, a bit annoying, but I wouldn't pay too much attention to it, and it would just go away naturally. So when this one appeared on my lower leg, I thought the same thing. I thought that, oh, it's just the same rash and it will just go away, because I never really had any like major health issues or skin problems before. And it didn't, it just stayed there, not really doing much for about 2 years. And it was annoying that it wasn't going away. It was just there. It would get better sometimes, it would get worse sometimes, and of course it was itchy, and I didn't like it. At some point when I was living in Portugal, it started to really get worse. It was spreading. It didn't look good. It was red, and I'll put the pictures later how my leg looked before and how it looks now. But yeah, I decided to go and see the doctor and hear the verdicts, and I got tired of it. I would come back to Lithuania for summer, uh, spending few weeks here in nature and trying to treat it with different herbs from the garden. I even tried using snails, just putting it on my leg, and I read a lot about it online, and I wanted to try everything and see what maybe works. And one plant actually helped a bit. It's called firegrass or something like that. I'm not sure what's the common name in English. I would have to check that. But I tried using the juice of that plant and it was getting better. But anyway, I went to see the doctors. I saw two of them, two different ones, The first one told me straight away that that's the thing. And then she sent me to see that another skin specialist, which I suppose was supposed to be better than her, which I saw, who I saw, and she confirmed it. She told me that that was a condition, Lichen planus, and I've never heard of it before. It sounded weird in Lithuanian language because it's like they use different name for it. But the first thing I asked was, what's the reason for it? Because I always ask this question. I don't like doctors, I don't like hospitals. I like natural ways of healing myself, and that's the last place I would go if I'm dying, only the last resort or something. But sometimes it's good to hear their opinion. And the doctor couldn't tell me the reason. She said, oh, it's just happens. No one knows the reason, and it's not treatable. Basically, you cannot treat it, and some like very negative things like that. But she prescribed me some cream, which I went and bought. Surprisingly, it costed only 4 euros, which is very cheap. And I thought, what could be in such a cheap medicine for such a incurable disease or condition? So what's even the point of using it if it's not curable, and using some kind of shitty medicine? And I started reading the information, the paper slip, and it was steroid cream. And the more I read, the more horrified I got, because it was telling me all sorts of weird things, like my skin would become even more itchy, I could start losing my hair, I could develop even worse conditions and stuff like that. And I thought I could even die, from using this cream, and it won't do me any good at all. I'm not going to put this piece of crap on my skin, on my body, because I respect it, I love it, and this is totally not me. So I don't even know where I put that cream, but it was gone the same minute I read about it. It probably went straight to the bin, because I never seen it again after. And yeah, I came back home. I continued treating my leg with the same herbal medicine. And after some months, I went back to Portugal, where it started getting worse again. And I started reading and watching videos, and yeah, a lot about that condition. And in some articles I read that it's uh, one of those conditions, the ones that attack your body. Autoimmune disease, that's it. I already forgot the name. So I was like, wow, that sounds really serious. I read about autoimmune diseases before, I've heard of it, and I knew it's something very, very heavy. And I thought, like, wow, this can't be me. This is crazy. It sounds like terrifying. And it's like, could this be happening to me? This is crazy. And so many people are getting it and stuff like that. Especially it's more common between women, and so on and so forth. I read a lot. At the end, I actually found one article which was saying that it is not an autoimmune disease, that it looks like it's a look-alike autoimmune disease, but it's actually not. So that made me feel a bit better. Anyway, continuing into my own investigation, I discovered some nice, good YouTube videos about it. Different doctors were talking about it, and I decided to try. Before that, I tried many different things which I found online, and some of them I didn't even try because there were so many things you could try, herbal, like any natural food products, and like oats and different kind of masks you can put on that area, or yeah. But at the end of the day, I found something that really got me interested, and I hope I'm not covering my mic. And in one video, one doctor was saying that purslane is really good for autoimmune conditions like this, because it has some kind of ingredients in it, if I can call it so, or some kind of elements that uh, really helps to treat this condition. I cannot say exactly how he expressed it, but it sounded really good, because yeah, it's difficult for me to say what he said exactly, but the way he said it, using this kind of um, doctor, language expressions, uh, it made me believe that it's something really powerful. And the most important thing for me was that it was all natural. It was just a weed which basically could grow anywhere, actually. And then I think even the same evening, I watched another doctor who was from India, and he was talking about this condition as well. And one of the things he mentioned was karanja seed oil, which can be used topically. And I don't know, I've been to India a couple of times, and I love that country, and I really respect and appreciate their knowledge and just the natural way uh, of looking into treating different conditions, diseases, and yeah, anything. So I was very hopeful about it, and I started looking for those everywhere. In Portugal, it was really difficult to get it. If I wanted to buy it online, I would have to pay so much for delivery. So I managed to get it through my auntie who lives in England, and she ordered the supplements of the purslane, the common purslane, and karanja seed oil. The plant actually only grows in India, so they sent the oil from India to England, which didn't take long at all. And once I finally got it, my auntie came to visit me to Portugal. When, I mean, it was instantly for me it was like a miracle. It was hard for me to believe actually what happened, because I had it for so many years. It felt like forever. It felt like I probably will have it forever. It's not gonna just disappear one day. But true that my sister also brought me the ting- tincture tincture, I hope this is the word in English, of the fire grass, the one I was using when I was in Lithuania, tincture, which was made with alcohol, from Lithuania. And so basically that was just the wheat, the, I think, fire wheat. I'll have to check the name online, how it's called in Latin or in English, a common name. but she gave prepared that, well, my mom prepared that tincture with alcohol and kept it for a couple of weeks or so. And we were hoping that it's gonna help, because that weed, that common, really common weed that grows everywhere, it helped me when I was back in Lithuania. So I started applying that tincture, which I was very doubtful about first, because I tried using different uh, tinctures, which always are with alcohol, and it was drying my skin and it was becoming more itchy. So I thought it wouldn't work, but I started applying it and taking the supplements and using Karanja seed oil the same time, almost the same time. And it was a miracle. For me, it was. I don't know if it was my belief, because I don't know, I was making myself really believe that those things that I really trusted, the moment I heard of them, the moment I, I don't know, it just, maybe it was the knowing that I had that it will definitely help me, or the nature medicine. I don't know, but the most important, it helped me, and it was truly amazing, because literally I could tell you it happened instantly. It started healing. It's became less and less itchy, and now I started treating it at the end of May, and now it's June, July, August. It's about 2 months, I would say, plus. It's not no longer itchy at all. The skin has cleared completely. It's not red anymore. It's, when I touch it, I no longer feel the difference if it's the good skin or the one which was affected. It's smooth. It's still a little bit visible, because it was there for a long time, and the skin is a bit darker where the condition was. So it's normal. I don't know if it's gonna go away or stay the same, but I don't really care. The most important for me is that I'm healed, and it's still, every time I think about it, it's a miracle. I stopped using the seed oil and the tincture quite some time ago already, just because it's no longer itchy, and I don't see why I should be applying it if it's no longer there and it's no longer needed. So I consider myself blessed, but I made a promise for myself some time ago that while I still had that condition and I was trying to find the way to treat it, I told to myself, if one day I will find the solution to this problem, to this issue, I will do a post online on a website, or record a video, or do something that could reach other people like me that have similar condition, and maybe hopefully it would be helpful for them. So I'm talking to you. I really hope this video helps, and ask me any questions if you have any. I'll put the names of the things that I used down below, and it was easy as that. Really, I feel so blessed and so happy, and I hope if you use this advice, you'll also believe and trust that it is actually gonna work and help you with your issue as well, not just purely being skeptical and thinking maybe yes, maybe not, doubting, or a lot of things happens in our head first, in our mental body, our minds, our thoughts creates reality and energy. Everything is energy. So I am a strong believer and in magic basically, and the physical things are just a small part of it, but everything helps, everything comes together and helps. You just have to trust that it will for you as well. So I wish you all the best. I hope you'll all get well and get healthy and stay strong, and bless you all. Thank you for watching. Bye.